We got to break this down. We got to break this down. We've been hearing a lot of CS2 Back Wack talk. So we got Wack 100 confronted by Duse M's over the CS2 Back Wack. Snitching Greg Kading and Ladell, Dell Dog, Rowles connections as well. We're going to go through all of this now. A little bit, we're going to go to breakdown because we're going to go into paperworks later and all of that. So we just prefacing things here. Salute to everybody on the way in. I'm Uda, I'm on the go. Listen, I ain't even going to hold it up too long. We just going to get right to this so we can put this on the board. Today, we're going to be into a lot of paperwork. Today, we're going to get into a lot of videos and breakdowns of a lot of things that's going on. Chill, we have a lot. You know what I mean? We have a lot. I've been making some connections, having some conversations with some people as well. We also got Eddie Boy. We're not going to forget about Eddie Boy. You know what I mean? Because Eddie Boy got a lot to say. So salute to Eddie Boy as well. Everybody remember to go and subscribe to that channel. Eddie Boy, Abdul Aziz. Say Eddie, Abdul Aziz. That's how you find Eddie Boy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, make sure y'all checking that out. Let's get back to the content though. And everybody make sure y'all dropping a like and y'all sharing. I will be doing a poll. I will be doing a poll.
My old dad homie, boom! You just killed all your homies. I got the whole mother segment. Sitting there, playing dominoes and everything with these.
Where you took off again on the second time, because it was 2 rounds. Don't edit.
I didn't edit it. I just put it up.
Okay, so where the other one where you took off on? He called me tonight. This happened.
Bro, it's up. There ain't no edit.
Well, anyway, why Greg Kading throw you under the bus like that? That was you on that mother wiretap.
He didn't throw me under the bus.
We got the content.
He said the back is fake. You created fake paperwork.
Well, listen. If you
did you not create fake paperwork?
Hell no.
Why you never told us that Booker Brim? Why you used to always say you didn't cheat? Why you never told us that Booker Brim was a PC? Why you never told us that Booker Brim from Fruitown we got content? Why you never told us Booker Brim was a PC, bro? Why didn't you ever tell us Booker Brim was a PC? You used to be like, my big brother, big homie Booker Brim is a G. Why you didn't tell us Booker Brim was a PC? Huh?
Why you never brought your paperwork and your statement from the 64th floor?
I never had paperwork.
If you go talk to the police, that means you waived your Miranda rights.
I said I was never arrested, dummy.
Bro.
You only get Miranda rights when you're arrested, you stupid mother. You always saying these that ain't been to the joint. Miranda rights only kick in at the time of arrest, dummy.
Officer Colette said you were arrested. So
hit the poll.
I don't even know.
Listen, I've been hearing a lot about the CS2 Back, Wack, and all that. You see, I never did a video on this shit before, man. Because I just be wanting to know where the paperwork or what the hell going on. So I want to know, that's my first question to all of y'all. Do y'all believe that Wack is CS2 Back, bro? Get in the poll. Salute to everybody that's new. Welcome. Everybody subscribe to the channel. This is On Go, the On Go Network. Right now, we talking about this guy. They said this guy was the king of checking in. L.A. Brown Shug, everybody. Ladell, Rowles, Dell Dog. Okay? Ladell Dog. So you gotta, it's a lot to go in the Dell Dog because this thing that they're saying that Wack snitched in is allegedly involving the Main Street Crips. It's involving the Main Street Crips. So Dell Dog ain't just on my screen just because he's this and this and that. No, he's on that shit because connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? Connect the dots. We gotta take this shit back to Main Street, homie. Straight up.
I'm quite sure what you say.
Salute, peace and love.
What you can do.
Salute, Henry.
Roy Jones, April 7, 1977.
Hasabul Hassan, salute.
All my arrests.
Alhamdulillah.
Look, bro, I give you 100,000 on my daughter's name. Go pull my arrest history. If you show an arrest, my back to any of that, on any of them dates.
Well, give me my 100,000. We got.
Go pull it. Go pull it.
You beat on your wife.
Go pull it.
We got it. We running it tomorrow.
Go, bro, listen. Go and pull. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go and pull. Listen to me. Bro, you put in the trunk. You beat to put him in the trunk. Here we go. I got $100,000.
This is the scene in the alley, wherever they was, when Big U said in the paperwork, he ran down on Wack, and Wack was like, Dros, yo, Eugene Henley, I see you got the blow up. Look at the scene, he like this. You got the blow up. I'm telling you, on Jesus.
Go for my arrest history. It's public record. Listen to me. What? What'd you say?
Yo, bro, if somebody pull a blow on you, you gotta run to make moves, bro. You can't say people gotta blow it, though, bro. If someone up a blow on you, bro, you can't say, yo, he got a blow or you got a blow. You can't say that, bro. I hope you know that. That's not good to say.
Put that on power rule, you didn't beat your wife.
I ain't never beat my wife. I ain't never beat my wife.
Put that on power rule, you didn't have domestic abuse case.
I got 3, 4 of them.
Okay, put that on power rule, you didn't get arrested for not finishing your domestic abuse case.
I never got arrested for that on power rule.
Man, you got
I ain't never had to do no class.
Jail, you cash.
Are you stupid? Put that on Fruitown Grill.
We got
Put that on Fruitown. Put that on Fruitown Grill that I got.
Salute, Henry, man. Always salute,
I
man.
ain't
Always
never
salute,
had
man.
to
You
do
know,
no class.
it's all about building. It's all about all of us building. You know what I'm saying? Not about the separation and the content play. You know what I mean? Hence, I talk about this Wack and I talk about all these things, but it's not about the content play. Once we link with each other and we all build with each other and we help each other in real time, there's no reason to do a content play. We're all going to be doing multiple thousands of views. Everybody, we're all lit. We don't have to do content plays and mislead our minds and their kids' minds. We don't got to do that dumb shit. That shit is stupid, son. Niggas done content they play into a damn Rico now. Yeah, content, right? Now niggas done contented themselves into a whole Rico. You understand that? Shit's crazy out here, bro. Shit don't even make sense.
Do one at a time. So
I ain't never had to do no classes. And never had a felony.
They arrested you.
Misdemeanor. I had a misdemeanor. You know, you get too loud. I had a misdemeanor. Bozo.
Look, we gonna run the work tomorrow anyway, so you got you can have that.
No, let's get to this arrest.
You can have that till tomorrow.
Coming from Egypt, I was really nervous starting college in a new country.
The question is, do y'all believe Wack is CS2 back? Is Wack CS2 back, bro? That's the question. That's the question. What's this? Let me show you something. I'm gonna be doing a full live on these things too. I'm gonna be screen sharing, so I'm just vibing right now. We just live rocking out, and we just gonna take a listen in and preface some of the videos and some of the lives and the paperwork that we're gonna be going into. I got a lot of things that I'm gonna be going to. I got another paperwork that's involving. So, yeah, I gotta break this all down, man. You know what I mean? We got loose cannon, pops, nutty. You know what I'm saying? All of this. It's a lot going on, man. We got Eddie Boy, him speaking out right now. Him and 600 just did a conversation. They did one yesterday. Conversation that him, Eddie, and 6 had was yesterday and shit. 6 uploaded it today on his channel, but Eddie uploaded on his channel yesterday. You know, Eddie's just getting to his side of the story as well, involving what loose cannon, involving loose cannon's father, involving him being at loose cannon's court date. Loose cannon screaming, yo, Cub, what you doing in here, Cub? When he seen him, the marshals or whoever running down on Eddie like, yo, you got to get up out the building if you're gonna be recording. Eddie saying, yo, I wasn't recording or nothing, but the people still was on Eddie back. You know what I'm saying? But Eddie saying, yo, look, I'm gonna be consistent anyway. I'm popping out to all the court dates, so you might as well just do that every time. That's what Eddie on right now. Eddie on some joke. I'm popping up to court dates. I don't care. I'm near. I'm a witness. I'm watching like this. Like everybody else in the court, I'm just in the court. The hell you worried about me for? So that's what Eddie's on. So it's a lot going on with Eddie Boy speaking his side of the story, talking about, you know, speaking up for his own brother. You know what I'm saying? Speaking up for his own brother, because he feel like, boom, niggas rolled on Big U, but then after they rolled on Big U, they came back, kidnapped niggas, and nigga ended up flipping the story. And after he flipped the story now becomes about Eddie Boy's brother. So Eddie Boy's brother ends up getting booked. You know what I'm saying? But he said the initial story, this is what Eddie Boy says, bro. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but we just putting everybody's story on the board. That's how we do this shit. We put everybody's story on the board because it's dinner. And then whatever you want to dine, you dine. But we ain't gonna say, yo, this, yo, that, and hold back this. Nah, put it all, son. Some people eat pork. Put it all on the table, bro. Whoever want what they want, get what they get. But this is what Eddie Boy's saying. Eddie Boy's saying, look, the whole shit was a play that niggas lined up, niggas rolled on Big U. Basically, nigga rolled on Big U. After the nigga rolled on Big U, Niggas ran down on niggas, kidnapped niggas, and niggas end up singing a tune saying like, yo, bro, actually, I'm talking about Nutty. I'm talking about Loose Cannon's father. This is not niggas. This is who you roll down on. It's Loose Cannon's father. That's what he said. At first, he rolled on Big U. After they ran down on Loose Cannon's father, this is what Eddie says, kidnapped him, told him, listen, son, we gonna do shit to you and them twins, Jermaine and Termaine, which is Loose Cannon and his brother, Jermaine, the twins. He said, we gonna do something to you and them twins and everybody, because they's kids. Loose Cannon and them was kids at the time. If you don't flip that, if you don't, you know what I mean? Then I heard after that, allegedly, the story flipped from Big U all of a sudden to Eddie Boy's brother. It flipped to Eddie Boy's brother. That's what Eddie Boy is, and he's consistent in what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Whether we believe what Eddie Boy says or not, we do know that he's saying he's consistent in what he's saying. He's standing on what he's saying. He said, listen, I've been talking about this. I've been talking about Big U. I've been talking about all these people. Don't care. Been speaking my mind. He said, listen, man, they came up under that first shit, man. Like right up under that first wave. You know what I'm saying? He said a lot of them was in jail and prison, you know what I'm saying, by the time they came home, and Big U had to handle on certain shit. But he's like, at the end of the day, Big U don't speak for all the rolling 60s, though. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about them. He's like, he come from that wave of reputable G's, you know what I mean? Lokes that came in, Eddie Boy and all of them. He named a bunch of people to me. Totally a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? So that's his side of the story, though. You know what I'm saying? Is that, yo, you know, he feel like Loose Cannon is like his pops. That's what he feel. That's Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Do we feel like that? I don't know, but that's what Eddie feels. Eddie feels that Loose is like his pops. I don't know. You know, Loose did go online talking a lot. He spoke a lot on Big U. So regardless if Loose Cannon wants to say he don't speak on open cases, they all were speaking on the case that was trying to open for Big U, including Wack 100, including 600, aka 1200, and including Loose Cannon. You know what I mean? They all were guilty of that. Wack 100, 600, and Loose Cannon. 1200. His name is 12 because he's 12. 1200 and Loose Cannon. They all did that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just about speaking on an open case. Y'all niggas actually threw Big U into something. You know what I'm saying? Not to say, I don't know if Big U's bad or he's good or he's this or he's that, bro. Feel me? Just because a person's from the streets and he's from a gang and all this other shit, that don't make a person that. That don't mean a person could have been a certain way and a person could change who they are too. So I don't know, bro. I don't know the nigga personally, bro. I just hear what's going on and I see what's going on. That's it, bro. You know what I mean? But what I do know is that he ain't get a good shake. Big U. He ain't get a fair shake, nigga. Nah, nigga. If niggas gonna run down on him, run down on him. He was already being investigated, though. That's the craziest shit about it. So while Loose Cannon and all of them is going out their way to even expose him, they never had to do nothing because the man was already under investigation for years. So all you had to do was just say like this, nah, man, that nigga fake, man, but then you, da-da-da. That's it. Because this was going to happen anyway. They was already investigating these people for years. So you could have saved your mouth, and you could have probably saved yourself some trouble. Even though we understand that Dale Morrison already implicated Loose Cannon in the paperwork already. So Loose Cannon couldn't even run from it. No matter what Loose Cannon said or not, he still was going to be in the paperwork. Dell, victim one, placed him there, placed him at the scene, placed him at the Arlington address of Big U, placed him all there, bro. Dell placed them all in that work, my nigga. Placed them all in the work. Straight. Straight. So regardless of what, he couldn't do nothing about that, bro. You know what I mean? He would have just had more of a defense maybe to say, I wasn't there. You would have never had him admitting nothing. You'd never had Luce saying yes to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they got him in the paperwork as to admitting shit. So if Luce never said nothing all that time, he'd have probably still been bagged. Because remember, he's in a Rico. He's in a conspiracy. He'd have been bagged. But he'd have had more of a defense to say, yo, nah, I wasn't me. That nigga lying. That nigga Dale who? That nigga's a liar. Whatever. You innocent until proven guilty, homie. No matter what the fuck the vet say. Don't matter. But they ain't got you on podcast acting like you admitted to stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what they wouldn't have you happen. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Wack helping you walk down situation talking about, yo, you gave him the 40 and that's why he gave you the 10 and the 20. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Sometimes you got to draw a line of what's for the internet and what's not for the internet. Wack 100 made it seem like he wasn't a part of the J. Reed no jumper brawl, and he's a damn liar. Yes, he was, nigga. What you talking about, bro? Then people came to see him, not no Loose Cannon. Regardless if they should have came up there or not, they came to see him. We understand that to be a fact, nigga. Whatever happens to him, boom. Wack goes on Clubhouse, if not the day of, the following day of, and he's talking, and he like, yo, listen, man, this is why I'm telling you, man, I'm 47 years old, yo, you can't be running down on me, because this is how my people move, and this is how we run, and this is how we roll, and he laughing, a woman's on the line laughing with him. I could play it, but I don't got to. You know it. We all been here. We seen it. We heard it. He wilding with Shorty online and all of them in the clubhouse. Yeah, son, you know what I'm saying? This is what happened when you roll up. Don't run up. I'm telling you, it's serious. You got to run up at your will. Remember? Cool. After that, he goes on Adam podcast. Okay? He goes on Adam. He tells Adam, Adam, that ain't my people. You know my people is disciplined. What a switch he made just now. But I just told you what he said on Clubhouse first. And then I showed you what he just said. I just told you right now what he said the next time. He went on Adam 22 and said, yo, no jumper, and said, yo, you know me, Adam. How long you know me, Adam? You know my people is militant, Adam. You know my people don't move unless I move, Adam. So what are you saying? You're not basically snitching on Loose Cannon. Yes, you are. Because basically you're dry snitching on him. You're saying that I ain't do it, so obviously Loose did it. Yes, you are, bro. That's called dry snitching. I don't care, bro. That's called dry snitching. If me and you was into something, right? I steal some burgers, right? Me and you mad at me. They lock us both up, but I stole the burgers. Now they got us in there questioning us. And they ask you, they like, yo, bro. They ask me, yo, you stole the burger? I'm like, I ain't stealing burgers, nigga. Fuck you talking about. That nigga's lying, right? Boom. They come to you. Let me show you a dry snitch. A perfect example of a dry snitching. Look, nigga say, yo, they come to you like, yo, what's up with the burger? You like, burgers? Look, you don't say it's me. Look how you gonna dry snitch me out. Look, you say, burgers? Hold up. Where the burgers came from? He said the burgers was Burger King. Burger King? I never liked Burger King. You could call my sister. Everybody know I don't like Burger King. So you ain't have to say that I stole the burgers. But you just said that you never eat Burger King in 30 years. So obviously it's me that stole the burgers. Do you get it? And this is what he did when he went on No Jumper. He pointed at Loose Cannon. He said, you know my people, Adam, is militant. My people do not do shit like that, Adam, in front of the No Jumper building. That's what he said, bro. Okay? Then after he does this, he goes on a podcast to do what? He brings... So as much as he's there, he tries to claim ownership after it happens because he wants the bravado of it. Then he tries to back away from it because maybe it's policey, right? So he tries to back away, finger loose, points loose out. Yes, he does. Then he goes on there and brings Jay Reed's watch. So does he want to be a part of this conspiracy or that fucking case or not? Because he brings the watch and puts the watch on the table and does a podcast with the watch on the table. I never seen a nigga that's so much in a crime, so much in a case, so much in a shit that's so out of a case or so out of a crime. I never seen no shit like that, bro. I never seen no shit like that, bro. How you in a crime and you trying to be out the crime, but you want to be in the crime? And you're not getting charged with no crime, and you're not a part of no crime. I don't understand that, bro. I don't understand that, bro. I don't understand that, bro. The point of it is trying to hide yourself from being in crime. That's the point. Hiding these things. Not showing people that you're a part of crime. That's what the thing is. Wack 100 went out of his way, son, to implement his own self in the robbery of them people, which was listed in the paperwork as up to $5,000. So you already know when it's up to certain money, $5,000, $10,000, what that'll be, grand. Yeah, okay. So Wack 100 isn't a part of that? Is he not a part of that? That's all I'm saying, bro. You gotta think about it. Yeah, you mentioned me? That's good. Salute to him, man. OG Bam, that's cool, man. He came over and tried to curse me out. I'm like, what's wrong with this old nigga? This nigga tried to wild me up. Yo, listen, bro. I respect my elders, man. I respect my elders, but the last time I checked, only old niggas been the niggas I hated or hated on me, motherfucker. It's only been old niggas. Ain't no young niggas running around bothering me. It's been old niggas in my life that always thought they knew some shit, always thought some shit, gotta run down on an old nigga ass and show him that things have changed. You know, nigga. Yeah, nigga, it's changed. That's what I'm trying to show you. We gotta build with our young people. That's it. And that's OG Bam. You gotta come at me in the proper way. Because I was introduced to him by another OG. And they said they wanted us to come together. But then the brother went on a little tirade, so it's neither here nor there, man. I saved my bullets, man. It's all right, man. I got love for all my OGs, man. But don't come for me, man. Trust me, son. I'm taking off heads. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Straight. I'm a black man and I will lift my voice. Straight up. And your head will lift at the same time I lift it. Straight, nigga. Don't care. Jesus Christ. Salute to that, though, man. Salute to the OG, man. Yeah, he came up here trying to bust on me, though. Like he trying to mark me out or some shit. That's all that nigga go help some young people, bro. Straight. That's what I'm doing every day. Helping some young people, nigga. Straight. Hold up, bro.
Whatever you do,
They said our prophet snitched. Oh Lord, everybody snitched, man.
take it online.
Yo, this
with
world's
no
going to hell.
hosting.
Now everybody snitch now. Like, come the fuck on, bro. Everybody? Like, what's going on now, bro? Everybody snitch now? Come on, bro. It seems like every day you go online, you see a new nigga. Same nigga. Damn, this nigga now, that nigga now. You're like, God damn. Everybody snitch.
Floodstown Mafia Crips and the Blue Gate Mafia Crips, as well as the created a foundation to help children. At 11:30 p.m., Dell Dog was outside of an apartment complex talking to other people when an argument ensued. Then thereafter,
Y'all hit the
a
pole.
man pulled out a rifle and shot Dell Dog to death. The gunman then fled in an SUV. Dell Dog was at the scene at 11:37 p.m., according to coroner records. On July the 26th of 2015, Michael Rowles, pastor of the Wrecking Crew for Christ Church, was faced with the biggest challenge of his life. Although Michael had officiated at hundreds of funerals, he was unable to write the eulogy for that Saturday service, which was his little brother's funeral. People packed the pews and aisles tightly for Ladell Edward Rowles, who was shot to death, not far from the church where his funeral was being held. Those who couldn't fit inside the New Temple Missionary Baptist Church listened from the lobby or waited outside for a chance to say their goodbyes. Michael Rowles gave a fiery sermon about recent violence in the neighborhood, tearfully stating that this day would not be overshadowed by gangbanging. The audience was filled with people who had personal stories about
Get the
Ladell
lights on go,
Rowles,
y'all.
aka
Pose
Dell
up.
Dog, a former
Lights on
gang
go.
member who created a foundation to help children and became known as the Street Apostle. Several parents mentioned his work in the outreach program Kids for Life Youth Center, while others praised Dell Dog's ability to defuse dangerous situations. Earlier that same day, Michael Rowles told a story about a special gift, custom.
Grand rising to everybody that's rocking with us, you heard? We here, we in the land of the living still, yo. God bless that. God bless everybody that we still got, for real. God bless y'all if you seeing this. Real, it's for my mother.
Yellow two-seater tricycle. He had asked his brother to make the tricycle several weeks before, in which Dell Dog presented it to him on July the 8th. The reflector on the front handlebars glimmered in the afternoon sun. A stereo mounted under the padded black seat was complete with a cassette of Amazing Grace for Michael to listen to.
Let's get the likes on double digits. I want everybody in that poll. What's going on? I want everybody in that poll. How y'all feeling about Wack 100 and this CS2 talk? Do you feel Wack talked to the feds at all? Do you think he talked to the feds in a no-jumper situation or what? What do we feel was going on? I just want to know what y'all, okay? I create content on these platforms. It's all right. I could do a video on anything. But it's about your thoughts. Your thoughts actually help shape my own thoughts, because this is what it's all about. When we get together in a crowd, we get to figuring shit out. That's why every time we try to get together, people always try to separate that shit, because we're going to figure things out when we come together. They want everybody to be separated. When we're separated, they can lie to you, lie to me, lie to him, lie to her, and then we could all be confused and arguing with each other. That's why we got to come together and listen and talk together about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Don't matter. We're going to talk about it, because we're going to figure it out together. No one person has the answer. We all have the answer when we're together. If we're not together, we ain't got no answer. Period. That's how it works. That's it.
As he rode around South LA. For Michael, it was one of the nicest things Dell Dog had ever done for him. Dell Dog had built many bikes for other people, but Michael was proud to have something made for him by his little brother's hands. That night, Michael went to serve at a convalescent home in mid-Wilshire as Dell Dog met with some friends. Less than 2 hours later, Michael received a call saying his brother had been shot. Within half an hour, Michael was looking at police tape at the intersection of Broadway and Century Boulevard. Michael hurried toward his little brother as onlookers began to scream that Dell Dog was already dead. Michael stopped in the middle of the road and dropped his phone. Seconds passed as he processed the scene as tears began to roll down his face. It is these turn of events that brings us to our story. Ladell Edward Rowles, born in 1964, grew up in the Broadway, Manchester neighborhood, the sixth of 10 children. Unbeknownst to many, Dell Dog was a mama's boy, but grew closer to his older brother Michael as they moved through middle school and high school. Dell Dog, almost 7 years younger than his older brother Michael, often followed his brother's path. They often worked on bikes and go-karts together on the weekend. Dell Dog's older
Fab West, salute. Yeah, your dad Fab said yeah, man. I'm about to do a whole stream after this stream ends. I'm gonna do a whole stream. I'm gonna screen share it to y'all though, so y'all can see. You know what I mean? I know y'all can hear it, but y'all gotta see it. You know what I mean? Especially Dell Dog, you gotta see shit. So for us to understand this type of stuff, that's why I'm just prefacing this video by just putting it on the page. Remember, I never talked about the CS2 Back yet on my channel. It's been around for how long, right? I done been on panels, Loose and Wack, right? I ain't never spoke about it yet. I just let things get ahead, but we figuring out it's getting more traction now. I see what's going on more. I've even had to do my own history more. I just don't like to speak about things without doing more history and stuff. And the history I've led has led me down Main Street, has led me down the Dell, and all these kinds of people like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I never knew Dell Dog. I never knew who Dell Dog was. So don't think I did. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to show you when I begin to start doing my history on shit, shit start leading you in directions. And in my directions, it's also led me here to Dell Dog. You know what I'm saying? So I went through a breakdown, right? A case-by-case comparison on my channel. On one of my videos, previous videos, maybe like 4 videos or something back, where I went on a case-by-case comparison of the Hobbs Act charges that Loose Cannon is facing, possibly Brick Baby if he's charged with this as well, and how they charge in Hobbs Act offenses, robbery and extortion, both Hobbs Acts, how they charge them, how they sentence you, what are like the guideline ranges of how they deal with you. It's not about personal. Like the feds don't care about what's personal. You know what I mean? They only care about you cooperating. If not, they don't care. They really don't care. The feds really don't care, bro. And even if they say, damn, this guy's actually a good guy, he actually came around after we were trying to bust them all, and he came back to help us to bust all of his people, we want to help him, but you still get stung, son. You know what I mean? You still get stung. Look, I gave you a couple of cases. One case, a guy had 2 attempted Hobbs Act robberies, right? Because him and his brother went on a lick, and the lick went wrong, right? But they had a weapon, okay? So now this is a whole nother thing when they charge you with the weapons now, right? So they go on a lick, boom, the lick goes wrong. So now they charge with 2 attempted Hobbs Act robberies and a 924C, which is the weapon possession in furtherance of this crime, okay? That's how they charge you, boom. So now they say automatically for the 2 Hobbs Act, I said attempted. So what they got for Loose Cannon to them is not attempted Hobbs Act. It's not attempted extortion. It's Hobbs Act, okay? So I can also tell you about a couple of cases that was actual Hobbs Acts as well, right? But this one was 2 attempted, okay? So they said, listen, for the robbery, right? So for the 2 attempted Hobbs Act, okay, one guy's name was Dustin Eugene Taylor, and the next, his brother or his cousin, because they both had the same last name, his name was David Taylor, and you can look him up too. You can look up their case because it's all public record, right? It's Hobbs Acts they got charged with, right? So look, boom, they said for the 2 Hobbs Acts alone, they said we're gonna give you 252 months. 2 attempted Hobbs Acts, homie, attempted. Them niggas didn't even get the lick right. They said we're gonna give you 252 months for the Hobbs Act attempted robberies alone. And then for the weapon, for the Magneto, we're gonna give you 84 months, homie. Just for the Magneto, for the 924C. That's how they playing with you. I'm like, what? Nah. I said, nah, I gotta go through some other cases. Yo, bro, I went to another one. I seen a guy, he was charged with, his name was Rayford Murdoch Sherrod. Straight up, you can find him too. Real cases. I have to go to real cases because that's the only way we can understand this is not by me guessing, me talking to a nigga that just been in the feds and I know my family niggas in the feds. No, we got to go by real cases, bring up the case-by-case comparison and see what the hell happens. This is the only way we can figure this shit out because this is the whole Rico, right? We don't even know nothing. We're all making videos on the surface of this Rico. We don't know really what's going on yet. When we find out what's going on, our heads is going to do the emoji. Boom. Next, when we find out what's really going on in this case, when Dale opened his rat-ass mouth the right way an hour ahead. Emoji. Blow the fuck up. Yeah, nigga. That's what's gonna happen. When we find out who's really talking in this shit right now. Who's confirming what? Who's doing what? What you think's going on, son? You think we making videos yet? We on the surface level right now. All of us, we on the surface. This is a whole Rico. What you talking about? Yo, Rayford Murdoch Sherrod? Bruh, that nigga had one Hobbs. Google it. Okay, you can Google it while I'm talking to you. I never lie when I come on the screen to you. Fuck, I'm lying to us for. Right? Look, one Hobbs. Yo, they said, listen, man, this is how we usually sentence you. So they said, listen, 51 months, guidelines. That's how they deal with you. 51, 63 months. This is how they talking to you. Okay? 5, 7, 10, life. This is how they trying to talk to you. 5, 7, 10, life. On the lower scale, if you probably confirming and cooperating, you probably end up below 5. No, not, probably get a 10, most likely. Rayford Murdoch Sherrod, they said he was supposed to get 51 months. But remember, he had one Hobbs Act, right? One Hobbs Act robbery. They said, boom, they were supposed to give him 51 months. In the guidelines of 51 to something months. The prosecutor said, no, Your Honor, we're trying to push for an upward variance. You can Google what that is, too. An upward variance. V-A-R-I-A-N-C. They said, we're going to push for an upward variance. And you know what Rayford ended up getting? 120 months. 120 months, homie. 10 years. No strap. Okay? So now, remember, they just charged them on the surface. We don't know what's going on. When they break down that whole shit now we go into what your actual charges is with the Hobbs now. Bro, if we went and did a lick, right? We didn't have a weapon? Let's keep it being with us. Did we go over here with our good looks and what our mama gave us? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We did not go over there with what our mama gave us. We didn't do that. No, nigga. We possibility had a weapon. And that weapon is possibility a magneto. And if that's a magneto that you have, or we had, you know what that is, right? So now this is the craziest shit about this whole thing, because this is conspiracy, so it's not like a state robbery. You know what I mean? My shit's been state. We've been probably state niggas. Some niggas been in the feds, you know what I mean? I mean, God forbid you be there, but shout out. You know what I mean? If you've been and you don't really know what's going on. So now, at the end of the day, listen to me. If you possess a weapon while we doing a crime, it's not like just even in the state, they're gonna get us like this too. But if we doing a crime, like a robbery, and you got the weapon, right? And my job in here is to run down, go get the money. And this nigga here, our next nigga, he was just making sure everybody just down on the floor while you just got the magneto on everybody just to make sure everything goes smooth. So we in here, shit go right, bang, we got it all, bang. Now the feds come book us for the robbery and say that we got a Hobbs Act robbery type shit, boom. Now, even if I possess the weapon or not, I possess the weapon. Because I am guilty of what my co-conspirator do. Do you understand this, man? We go, listen, all they have to prove, this is why people plead guilty in the feds, because all they have to prove is that you knew. Knowingly, intentionally, willingly participated. That's all they really have to prove, is that you knew. You intentionally did something. You was a part of this plan. You was a part of this conspiracy. That's all they have to prove, all right? So if we do something and you have a weapon, we have a weapon. They could charge us all with the weapon charge. We all can have a 924C. If it get crazy, we could all have a 924J. Straight. And a 924J, the minimum and maximum, first of all, the minimum and mandatory is 10 years. So it's a mandatory 10 years and a minimum of 10 years. That's just for the 924J. Okay? So if you get charged with a 924J and you get convicted of it, the judge gonna say, yo, look, man, my hands are tied, bro. I could just give you 10 and the mandatory is 10 and the minimum is 10. But the maximum, he can't give you life. So he can give you anything under life for the 924J. Because these are both federal weapons possessions in furtherance of drug trafficking or racketeering, criminal enterprise. Us using weapons, possessing weapons in furtherance of any of these types of crimes is what leads to that charge. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like this. Yo, every niggas in there gonna have to do a lot of telling. I'm gonna tell you the truth, son. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And everybody's gonna get a deal besides Big U. This is the game that's going on right now. Everybody's gonna get a chance to have a deal except for Big U. Loose Cannon is in a bad situation. He's in a bad one. Loose Cannon's in a bad one because he went out of his way to try to make himself seem to be, if he was or not, Big U's enforcer. And why was that needed to be known information? You could have been around a nigga and been gangster around a nigga. Why do you have to be his enforcer? Why do you have to keep etching that in people's mind that you're this man's enforcer? You know what I'm saying, son? Like, you a street nigga, gangster nigga with a nigga. Man, me and that nigga, no, nigga, I was on works with that nigga. I could know the box. You know what I'm saying? You was a gangster. Why do you have to be his enforcer, though? So now, since you're an enforcer, they want to tie you in harsh with the enforcer thing. They trying to tie Loose in harsh with the enforcer thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, we know that he has a robbery, but this is what I'm saying. Because Loose and them allegedly, but by Dell and what the Fed paperwork states they did, is that they were a part of the dispensary lick. And what's crazy about that now is, you know, some people you could have been you could have been a part of the lick, right? You was there with the lick and you was there. But that don't mean you was a part of the extortion. You see what I'm saying? Because the extortion is taking place, as they say, allegedly, from Big U's part, right? And they're not basically, I mean, because the extortion is taking place from Big U part. But now on Loose Cannon's order of detention, when they're trying to detain him the other day when he went to court, they wrote in blue. The person who wrote on it, remember, it wasn't typed in. It was boxes checked, and then it was blank a lot. And then it was things that the person wrote in blue of what they were saying about Loose Cannon or whatever they were saying. It's written in blue. We all remember, right? And then one of those things that the person written blue on that paper, the order of detaining of Loose Cannon, Tremaine Williams. On the paper, it said, we think that he should be further detained, not only because he's a to the community or whatever the case may be, but they wrote in blue. You know what I mean? I felt it was a woman how they wrote this and how they wrote it. I'll bring it back up and show y'all. And they said, for robbery, and then they put a /, and then they put extortion. So I'm like, damn, that's what threw my head. Yo, everybody get the likes up for me. Everybody hit the poll. Y'all get the likes up. Salute to everybody in the building. Grand rising to everybody. But look, that's what threw me though. I'm like, why, right? Because they could have said this one and then separated and say one, boom, right? So I'm like, and this is why I'm saying it's not the same charge. So some people went online talking about, all he got is a robbery. No, bro, when you got a Hobbs Act robbery, that's not like a regular robbery. This is different. It's in furtherance of the gang and in furtherance of the crime, I mean, of the enterprise or the drug trafficking, DTO, you know what I mean? Organization or whatever the case may be. So this is different. This is different. So now we also understand that Hobbs robbery and Hobbs extortion, even though they in the same thing, is two different things. It's two different charges, bro. So there's no way they charge you for one charge of robbery extortion, bro. That means you got two charges at least. That means Lou's got at least two charges. He probably got 4 charges on the low. We don't even know. I'm telling you, bro. Because with them charges, break it down. Was a weapon used? It might be other shit. That's breaking down to your charge. This is how they deal with you, right? So boom. So if it's a robbery and extortion, because robbery is the taking up by force in the Hobbs Act. This is robbery. Robbery is taken up by force. Extortion is taken by like threat, or you could be taken by abuse of power. So you might not have to threaten a person. You might be a person that's in more of a power position than a person. Like, let's say you work for me and I'm just taking mad money out your checks and shit, but you kind of scared of me. So I'm doing this to all my workers. I'm taking like $300, $200 out of all y'all checks. So I didn't beat y'all up. I didn't threaten y'all. I didn't do mad shit to y'all, but y'all probably scared of me or whatever the case may be. And now they tie me into this big scheme that I'm doing. And now they got me like that I'm doing this extortion to my workers. So they got me in a Hobbs extortion or some shit. Because I'm extorting all of the employees that's working for all my company. I'm taking all their money, basically extorting these people. You know what I'm saying? Taking their shit. Probably tell them like, yo, man, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to really threaten them. But are you not still extorting them? Are you not still taking their fucking shit, robbing them or whatever the fuck you doing to them? Yes, you are. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's a bad one with that. Who could get... I would have said Brick Baby got the best chance of being something or getting out of something too, but his own background has bit him in the tail. You know what I'm saying? His background of him running around wanting to beat up Shorty, him allegedly flashing magnetos on Shorty and a kid, all of that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, listen to me, man. Do you know that the DEA wasn't going to lock up Brick Baby yet? The feds or whoever. Do you know that they wasn't going to lock up Brick Baby yet? No, they wasn't, bro. In the paperwork, it says that they ran down on Brick Baby because the situation was getting crazy. And they risked blowing up their investigation by going to apprehend Brick Baby to stop the situation that was going on domestically between him and Shorty. So they got all this shit tapped up, wired up. They hearing the argument Brick Baby have. He threatening Shorty. Nigga, I don't care. Da, da, da. He gonna do this. He gonna pop anybody in the set. And big old niggas. All this shit they hearing that he's talking about. Everything he's talking about, bro. He don't care. You don't know what it is to wake up and have to go to school with a body. All these things that Brick's saying. All this type of stuff. They got it in the federal transcripts. They got it in the paperwork. You know what I mean? It's made it to the work. So now Brick is wilding to the point, and he getting bagged with straps. Every other 2 years he get arrested. It was what, 16? Like from the longest period he was out, I think was from 2016 to 2020, I think. If I'm not mistaken, Brick Baby. 4 years, you know what I mean? Shout out to him, 4 years. He was on road though. You know what I'm saying? He was on road. Because before that, nigga got locked. Boom. Nigga must have been in jail for a minute. Boom. Got back 2 years later. Bang, bang, bang. 2 years. He had a history of 2 years each time getting booked. Every 2 years. And then he fell off for like the 4 years. And then he got booked again. Boom. Weapons position. And a lot of his times he's getting booked is all weapons position. Every time. One time so much so they ran down on Brick Baby. He in the crib. The nigga threw a bag of magnetos, a bag of straps out the window, out the balcony. Then they got him as obstructing some kind of justice because he basically called his wife and told Shorty to, I think, hide some weapons or get rid of some shit like that. To get rid of something or something like that. So they got him. This is how they listed Big Baby in the paperwork. This is the thing that they talking about. He's talking about he did. You know what I'm saying? But what they got Brick Baby by is his own, like, it don't matter if you're violent or not, because some people be acting like they gangsters and all that. You know what I mean? You could be a good actor, but your image of you is what's being tried. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, you're guilty to prove it innocent. I mean, you're innocent to prove it guilty. But it's the image of you that's being tried. You know what I'm saying? But now they got this image of you like, yo, you gonna do this, you gonna do this, you making mad threats. They said, look, they got him at his workplace, no jumper, all of that, making threats to people, this and this and that, got straps on him there, so much so that they book him right after they see him with the strap online. Like right after that or the day after that or however they did it. Right after they did, and they said they retrieved the same shit that we seen on his waist, bro. They said they got it. They said they got it. And that's crazy. They said that they retrieved the weapon, bro. I'm like, damn. Bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know. I might have to change this poll, man. Everybody ain't hit that poll on my great granny's soul. Everybody ain't hit that poll on my great granny.
The brother Michael joined the gang when he was only 17 years old. 5 years later, at the age of 15, is when Dell Dog would join. Dell Dog would be charged with various crimes, including assault and robbery, as well as being accused in 2000.
Now we got also Alp. Yo, man, it's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work, man. But you know what I'm gonna think about, man? Adam 22. We can't forget about him. You know what I mean? I did a video on that the other day, maybe 2 days ago, a day ago, so. With Adam 22, did he exploit Brick Baby? You know what I'm saying? Is he not exploiting Brick Baby? Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. Is he exploiting Brick Baby? Adam 22. Think about that. The nigga's caught in the case, and this nigga talking about he running content. Yo, bro, that whole shit is weird, son. Yo, that whole shit is weird, bro. Niggas talking about running content. This nigga's caught in a whole Rico charge, son. This is the scenario when Big U said when Big U said, yo, we was 15. Remember the paperwork? He said, I was with 15 to 20 niggas with their hoodies tied down. He said, I was in all black, Big U, AKA Big Yusufa. Chill. I was in all black with my hoodie tied down. And I seen this nigga Wack. And I was like, yeah, you bitch ass nigga, we got you. Yeah, we on you, nigga. He said he had his hoodie tied down. This shit don't got no drawstrings, but look, you know what I mean. So all you seen is the eyes on Big Yusufa. Drop the L off this shit. Yo, allegedly, Big U, chill. You gotta laugh when you're in the building. Yo, boom. If you don't laugh when you're in jail, you're gonna die. Boom, right? So look. So he said he see the nigga Wack. He like, yo, got you, bitch ass nigga. Look, He got all the homies like that. All them niggas is neighborhood cousins. You know, Big U whole family is cousins. He don't have no brothers, no sisters, no nobody. Everybody in his family is cousins. So boom, the nigga with all his cousins. Yo, the nigga Wack, he like, yo, what up? Wack like, oh shit, who that? Big U? Look at the nigga finger. He's like, nah, Eugene. Eugene, that's you? Eugene Henley? Nah, nigga. He said, nah. He said, the nigga dropped, like, yo, nah. He said, nah, son, no, I ain't trying to die, son. He said, I got my kids in them in the car. Chill, yo, Eugene, yo, Draws. Yo, Draws. Yo, Draws. Yo, Draws. You ain't never heard nobody say draws that much since 1990. You was trying to get the draws them days. Shout out to anybody that lived in the 90s. And you was getting some draws back in the 90s. You ain't. Who the hell said draws that much? This nigga Wack said draws about 90 times. You remember Martin Lawrence episode? Yo, I swear to God, you know you do. You remember Martin episode when he was in court when they had the car and Martin was his own attorney? And then he brought Tommy on the stand and he was like, yo, Tommy, how you doing, man? We playing ball later? All right, cool. He's like, look, what's this? Let me see he said, let me see the phone book. What does GTD stand for, Tommy? Tommy said, he said, Your Honor, tell him what the GTD stand for. Nah, so you know it's the truth. What did he say? Got the draws. Got the draws. And everybody in the court said draws. Remember the card? Draws. That's the last time I heard draws that much, nigga. Martin Lawrence episode, he was in the courtroom. Tommy got the draws. And the bailiff in the court and everybody, Gina and everybody in the damn court said draws. So y'all know y'all seen that episode of Martin. That's the last time I heard a nigga say draws that much. Straight. And Wack said it. Wack, no he did. Wack, no he did. Is Wack CS2? Y'all get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Is Wack CS2? Everybody hit the poll. Yeah, everybody hit the poll on my great granny. So everybody hit the poll on great granny. I'm trying to figure out, bro. I'm trying to figure it out, bro. It's my first video on the CS2 Backs, bro. Am I hot? You know how they say you hot or cold? Am I hot, y'all? I don't know. It's my first one. I did a lot of videos on these niggas. But this is my first one. Because I like to get to the paperwork and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm reading some of this paperwork. So now this is where I'm like, okay, let me see what the fuck's going on. Maybe people got some shit is here, right? You know what I mean? Because you don't say hear shit and think that it's just on the internet. But then when you start reading some of this paperwork and shit, you say, wait a minute, nah. Wait a minute, this CS2 Back guy, dude sound like it could be Wack now. Because then we have Greg Kading. They say Greg Kading was trying to cover it up, basically because Greg Kading don't want to give up his sources. But then they saying that this dude said that he was talking to Wack. You got Stevens. But I'm saying that they say he calls Wack back. I'm like, what? If he calls Wack back and they got him in CS2 Back, I don't know, bruh. I don't know, man. Y'all gotta let me know what's going on, man. Salute in the chat. Active Chuck. See, there go Chucks. Chucks, what happened? Am I hot? Am I cold? What happened, bruh? On Pyru, am I cold? On Bloods. Crips got Wack running in the parking lot. Crazy, nasty work. Yeah, man. That nigga was on a scurry. He was on a scurry, so that nigga had the happy feet. Wack had happy feet that day. I'm telling you, he had the happy ones. That's all you heard. Especially the day when he seen Tiny Draws. That's little Yusuf. But look, when he seen Tiny Draws that day, and I heard Tiny had to put the 5-finger discount on the nigga like this. Hold up, get this for free. And remember Wack was on the stage like this? He was talking to the guard. He was trying to play this shit up. Nigga was touching his head and shit. Nigga like this. Then the nigga talked to Kanye. Remember nigga grabbed Kanye. Kanye like, yo, nigga, I'm trying to perform, nigga, chill. Game on the stage. Kanye, look, remember? He grabbed Kanye and brought Kanye to the front of the stage. Kanye don't do the front of the stage, man. You know this is Wack's operation. Kanye don't do the front of the stage. Kanye's billionaire, nigga. He'll take the elevator off the stage. It's fucking Kanye West. Listen. You say, where's the elevator? You say, Kanye, the stage is here. You can walk down the steps. Where's the elevator off this? This is Kanye. Boom. The nigga went off the front of the stage like this. I heard. This is what I heard. Allegedly, yo, Wack, if you mad, you mad. But I just what I heard. Allegedly, from my LA correspondent. If you blood, my LA correspondent. Look. I heard when Wack went off the front of the stage when he seen Tiny Draws that day, a.k.a. Lil Yusuf. Boom. I heard the nigga pull the Lil Uzi Vert off the front of the stage, bro. niggas did this. I heard Wack crowd surfed it to the door. Got to the door. Did a Odell Beckham. You feel me? Got low. Happy feet. Took through the steps, through all that. Heard he bumped into a couple of schoolyard lokes. Y'all stop me when I'm wrong. Active Chuck's in there too. Stop me. Heard he bumped into a couple schoolyard lokes. I ain't lying on schoolyard. I don't know them people. Boom. I heard the niggas was looking for the nigga. I heard it's all cousins. I heard them niggas ain't want to blow Wack up, but I heard one of the Crips said like this. They niggas ain't, cause you know niggas ain't gonna snitch. Niggas is real niggas. But I heard one of the Crip niggas went like this when they was looking for Wack when the nigga did the happy feats. The niggas did like this. Son, did one of these numbers. Just did one of those numbers. I heard one of the schoolyards. I ain't mad. Heard one of the schoolyards said it's like this. That nigga went that way. I heard them niggas ran. Got up on the nigga bumper. Yep, got up on the nigga bumper, and that's when you seen the video when the niggas in the parking lot, young. So, it's nasty work. But we heard that the nigga Wack, when he left the stage that day on, with the tiny draw shit. You think he jumped off the stage like this? No, nigga. The nigga pulled a Uzi Vert and crowd surfed it, nigga, like this. Them niggas surfed Wack to the back by the door. Boom, surfed him. He got off. All you heard, happy fizzles. Happy feezies the whole time. Boom. And I'm telling you, he bumped into the schoolyards, and one of the schoolyards went like this. Just gave a nigga a look, and that's how they knew where to go find Wack, and they ran down on him. Word, son. Because he got away. The nigga was fast. I don't know if he was getting to the plane or the train, nigga. You know that nigga Wack got a plane that helicopter, all that. But, word, he got to the V. He got to the V, bro. It was nasty work, son. It was nasty work, bro. Oh, yeah, nigga, I'm talking about that shit too. Hell yeah. Well, I'm talking about that shit too. That's when he said, yo, Rowles. Yo, chill. Yo, Rowles. Chill. Y'all all seen that episode of Martin Lawrence. That's the last time I heard a person say draws that much. Straight. When Martin said, Tommy, what does GTD stand for? And he said, got the draws. And he said, oh shit, got the draws. Got the draws, and then the bailiff, then the judge, and everybody said got the draws in the court. I'll bring that shit up right now. You know it's the truth. I all seen Martin. That shit is 10 times platinum. The hell you talking about? That shit is 1 billion times platinum. Straight. That's what happened though. But yo, I told y'all before what's going on though. I'm gonna go play some audio later on because look, Paru Bloods is looking for Wack 100. That's all I'm gonna say, homie. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. 212 with me. That's all I'm gonna say. On Paru's. Tell you. Heard a couple of people on Wack Bumper. Heard a couple of people's on Wack Bumper, man. Straight, man. But Wack is elusive, man. Wack is elusive, man. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Wack, you got to think of people like Steve Irwin, you know, the crocodile hunter? Straight, son. When you're like, oh, I got a good one there, yo. You got to wrangle a Wack. Nigga, to wrangle a Wack. Nigga, you got to wrangle a Wack. Like Steve Irwin. I swear to God. God bless Steve Irwin, sir. You know, I ain't lying on nobody that's dead. Dead homies. Steve Irwin, one of the dead homies, nigga. I ain't lying on that. Crocodile hunter, nigga. One of the dead homies, nigga. I ain't mad with him. But at the end of the day, you got to be like Steve Irwin to catch Wack. Straight. That's why I'm surprised. Tiny Draws got hands on. I'm surprised Tiny Draws got hands on. I'm telling you, that's why I say Tiny Draws, aka Lil. I gotta come along and say Lil Yusuf. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, allegedly. Cause you gotta be to put hands on Wack. You can't get to Wack. You can't see him. That nigga like the, you know, like Coachella when Tupac is in Coachella, like the hologram shit. You would think you seen Wack, nigga, and it ain't him. The nigga got hologram figures. Nigga got body doubles. This nigga moving around like, I ain't gonna say the name, but you know them niggas that was running. He running around with body doubles and all that. Tell me. That nigga Wack got body doubles. That nigga got holograms like Pac and Coachella of him. You would swear it's Wack, nigga. You will run down on that shit, and that shit'll be a holographic figure. It's not him, bro. It's not Wack. So I'm surprised Tiny Draws got close enough to see it. Straight up. You know what it was? He got comfortable, and it was all, you know, that other shit energy. You never think that you will see certain people. That's probably what it was. It's probably what it was, bro. People like Kanye bring people out. Game, Kanye and all that. You'd be surprised. That's probably what it was. That's probably what it was, bro. Real shit. On Pyro. Put a pie in a kangaroo in that motherfucker. Cause there ain't no roosters. Put a pie in a kangaroo on Pyro. What the fuck are you talking about? Straight up, because you got to be Steve Irwin to catch this nigga. Straight, nigga. That nigga's like Carmen San Diego, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You not getting Wack, nigga. Straight. Wack is like Carmen San Diego. Where in the world is Wack 100? Tell me. Put me on game, nigga. When the hell you can find Wack? Nah, stop, nigga. You got a better chance finding Jesus coming back, bro. Straight. 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 You look up and say, oh, there go Jesus. Look, y'all. And you got proof. Like, look, there ain't Jesus in the sky. You be like, hell yeah, that's Jesus. Lord, we still ain't see Wack, though. We didn't seen Jesus came back. 3,000-4,000 years he done came back. We ain't see Wack. In a human lifespan, only 100 years. Still ain't seen Wack. Wack is dangerous, bro. Wack is dangerous, bro. Great. That nigga Wack is dangerous, bro. Bugs was goody, bro. I see you in a minute. Shout out. South London things. You already know the vibe. Shout out to all of my them South London, man. All of my them South London. Bricky, Peckham, all of my them. You know the vibes. Straight up, son. You know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the name of that projects over there, man. It's in Peckham, right? Yeah, it's in Peckham. What is with an A? A's not A's. Not, what the fuck? I'm thinking of places and prisons and all types of shit. It's over there where they did the Top Boy shit too, though. But I'm talking about niggas from over there, though. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about over there, though. You know what I mean? Cause I was out there. I was over there like this, nigga, with a Monday, like, you see what I'm saying? Facts, nigga. I was outside London. Real time, nigga. Last year, nigga. Real time in London outside. Straight. Lived in London for over a year. Straight. Back in the States now. Well, I want to go live somewhere else now. I want to go live in like Japan or somewhere like that now. That's my next thing. I was in England. I like it. I love it out there. I was all through England too, not just London. I was in the Midlands, you know what I mean, like Leicester and all of those places. Then coming towards London and you know Birmingham. It's cool. Shout out Birmingham. Shout out Birmingham, y'all. Yeah though, bro. But yo, Wack though. On Pyro's, bro. On Pyro, bro. This nigga Wack is the greatest to do it though, bro. I'm telling you, son. You got Steve Irwin to catch Wack, bro. So my credit, son, Tiny Draws. I never seen him, never met him in my life. Never met him. I respect him. You know how you said it Friday? I don't talk. I'm gonna talk again. I never met him. I respect him. Cause that nigga put hands on Wack. I said, God damn. Wack gonna want me to say allegedly. All right, man. All right, Wack, allegedly, man. Allegedly, man. Don't send your peoples at me, man. Allegedly, man. What happened, man? But you was touching your face like this. And you was looking back, nigga. Come on, I'm from the streets. I know when shit's been activity and it's active and it's a vibe and the energy is elevated. I know when that's taking place. And you can see that all taking place right there in that date. Straight. Shout out to Duse M for that one. That nigga had the live beverage. That nigga blood. So you gotta put a B on this nigga shit. That nigga had the live beverage. I'm like, okay, nigga, no, reporting from the bullpen, blood. Reporting from the bullpen, blood. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, on Pyro. Yeah, that's me. This Duse M. Nigga, Duse M, you just swore Duse M was in the motherfucking crowd. That nigga was there, nigga, with the footage, nigga, like this. That nigga Duse M had the sky footage. The sky footage. The footage was coming from somewhere up here at an angle so perfect that you could see everything. Nah, my nigga, get out of here, bro. You know the footage supposed to be on the ground. You probably got to see through the crowd. Or the footage probably from the stage, from down here. You got to see up. Nigga, Duse M dropped the footage that was aerial view. How you get that? Get the fuck out of here. This nigga had a helicopter footage of the situation. You see the lokes in the back. That shit look dark back there, but you see blue. It look dark. It's like night. But you see blue. You can see blue in the black. Trust me, nigga. If you ain't seen no other color in the darkness, nigga, you seen blue, nigga. Trust me. That's why they say black and blue. Blue and black. Trust me, bro. All you seen in the darkness was this. A sea of blue. It was a sea of blue back there, bro. Straight. And then at one point in the footage, Yo, y'all gotta correct me if I'm wrong, son. Deuce, no, I'm not lying. On Jesus' sandals. Look, at one point in the footage, when Wack is trying to move around and he's talking to Kanye and trying to get Kanye to do the crowd surf, what he about to do, the nigga, you see somebody come out the crowd from back where Lil Yusufa. Chill, I can't say that loud. Right? So when you see him, look, you see a nigga come like this. Yo, you see a head pop out looking for Wack like this. Yo, go back on the footage, my nigga. Niggas was on him. Niggas was on him. A head pops out the crowd, my nigga. Because remember, this is the stage. Game is over here dancing and singing and doing what he doing. Remember? Wack is here, right? This is the speaker. This is the front of the stage. This is the little walkway you gotta walk back where he came from, with all the people back there. This is the corner to the left where all the lokes is at in the corner. The sea of blue, that's in the black that I told you. That's in the corner that way. So this is Wack. Wack's here talking to the guy right here in the front of the stage, right? He looking back, he looking back, he looking back, right? He's talking to him. He gets Kanye. He comes this way towards this side of the speaker. This is where the front of the stage is. This is where the alley, where you walk down to come on the stage is still. Someone pops their head out. A loke. Go see their face of who it is. Candyman. It ain't Candyman. Go look. Look. The nigga pops his face out, looks for Wack. Wack is already towards the front of the stage. Allegedly, Wack does a crowd surf off the stage to the door to a Happy Beats. You ever heard the Nike commercial? Remember the Nike shit? Remember they turned that shit into a beat? That's what Wack was doing, nigga, for 3, nigga. The Nike shit, the old Nike commercial. Y'all all seen it, nigga. Feet. All you heard was feet. Feet, homie. Facts, Tay Luciano, word. I'm trying to tell them niggas it was all feet. I know y'all remember that Nike commercial, bro. Y'all don't remember the Nike commercial? Back in the days? And they did it once, and then they turned that shit into a beat the next time they did it. They did that shit twice for us. Because they just had the first one, and then the next time they did the commercial, they had a beat on the shit. That's all you heard, nigga. Feet. That nigga Wack was like this. Ran past some schoolyard cousins. Some schoolyard cribs. Free Blueface. I think them niggas was mad about something with Blueface. I don't know if Wack gave Blue all his money or some shit. I don't know if he gave him all his Bluefaces. Cause one of the schoolyard lokes, I heard nigga ain't snitch on them, cause the cousins was keeping it real. But I heard the nigga did this though. Did one of those, that nigga went that way, son. And then that's when them, I ain't gonna say who, allegedly was running after them. But I will say, Lil Yusufa. That's all I'm gonna say, bro, and I'm gonna say that low. I'm gonna say that low. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that low. Cause yeah, bro, that's what happened, bro. It's crazy, bro. Nasty work. Nasty work. I feel to take the poll. Cause did Wack throw Loose under the bus? That's not a question for me. I'd rather put didn't Wack throw Loose under the bus. He did. He did. He did. Regardless if he want to think he did it, he did. Wack 100 threw Loose Cannon under the bus. Trust me. Loose Cannon may be a fool. He may be a fool. But I think he's a loyal fool. I think he's a loyal fool. No, I think so, man. Because Loose Cannon, whole first situation in that situation, the no jumper shit, he said niggas was trying to play Wack, and then he had to do what he had to do to cuz. Period. That's what Loose said, nigga. He ain't said nigga try to violate me. Loose don't lie, man. Loose be telling whatever he's saying. I'm talking about, I don't know if he's lying about everything, but when he talking, he talking. Right? Loose said straight, his first mind. You gotta listen to Loose Cannon first mind, not when he come thinking. Loose Cannon first mind. Loose Cannon's the type of person to tell us some shit, then come back on the next video and say, nah, what I meant was, when I'm with him, I wasn't saying I was starting with him. He would tell you one with him. He would come back on another video and try to cover his little track. But we ain't believe Luke. All right, Luke, get out of here. But Wack is calculated. Wack don't make mistakes. He don't make too many, at least. Not too many. If he does, he doesn't make too many. Wack is very smart, son. Trust me. And Wack, after the no jumper shit happened, Wack went on Clubhouse and was talking on Clubhouse and claiming ownership of that shit. Like, yo, man, you see when you run down, man, that's what you gonna get. I'm 47 years old. I'm 47 years old. Shit, man, you know what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Remember? Then he goes on Adam and say, Adam, you know my people. My people's militant. My people only move when I move. So who else people was there besides you and loose cannon people? I'll wait. Ain't no jumper people. The only people in the no jumper situation was Wax and Loose's people. Wack went online and said, Adam, you know my people. My people ain't do that. My people don't move that way. He said that. And why would you even say that? Unless you're trying to point to Loose. You basically dry snitched on Loose when you said that. I know you're trying to speak for your own shit, but this is what you're basically doing. By speaking for your own shit, you dry snitching on Loose. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to come out and say, nah, that was Loose people that did that. It wasn't my people. So you might as well just say that then. Why not just say that then if that's what you really mean? Loose people did it. My people are militant. They don't move like that. So obviously you're saying that Loose is not militant. Because you always talk about Loose like that anyway. Like he's some pit bull or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? I got to just talk to him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I got to make a man be a man, do what he got to do. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So Wack also plays both. He toggles that line a lot. He toggles a lot of lines. He says this, he does this, he does this, he says this, he's here, he's there. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of that. So it's hard to know what he's really real about sometimes. It's hard to see what he's really, I don't know. I don't know, bro. The Wack is wild. I'm telling you, son. I'm telling you, that nigga Wack. Everybody subscribe that's not subscribed, y'all. Trust me. I'm doing a live stream after this. I'm going to stream it. You know I'm outside just rocking. You know what I mean? We in the alley, the same alley where this nigga Big U ran down on Wack. I heard Big U. Yo, Big U, chill, cuz. Don't send the cuz at my head, homie. Remember how Kanye was talking to Jay-Z? So every time I talk about Big U, I be busting my jokes on Big U too. Anytime I bust my jokes on Big U though, I always say, yo, Big U, don't send them people for my head, you. Like Kanye. Straight. Cause my LA correspondent, nigga said, Big U tight in that building, and Big U don't play no games in it. They said when he behind that wall, when he outside, he free doing charity, doing good stuff. But when you behind that wall, you gotta sometimes turn MacGyver on the nigga ass. So I heard, if you don't know that nigga, you call that nigga Big Yusuf, a nigga. On Jesus sandals, nigga. You don't call that nigga no tiny draws, no big draws, no fucking Hannibal, no anybody Clipper, no Dave Austin, none of them names. That's his name too. But I heard you gotta be from the cousins. I told you, Big U's whole family, he don't have brothers, sisters, cousins, nothing. I mean, all he has is cousins. All he got is cousins. His whole family. Cousins. So look, that's why they said Brick Baby gotta be easy. Cause as soon as he act like he was jumping out the window for loose cannon, if Big U ever was feeling him before, he damn sure ain't feeling that nigga now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Brick Baby wanna be cool with Loose, not cause he wanna be cool with Loose. He don't like Loose. That nigga Brick do not like Loose. He can't stand Loose, nigga. You dumb, he dumb. He wanna be cool with Loose cause he ain't got nobody, nigga. Loose Cannon's only next thing. That's it. That's it. Trust me. Loose Brick Baby is out the whip right now at the moment, bro. He out the whip, son. He out the whip. There's no way. Nobody. These niggas in a Rico. These niggas is real Crips and real niggas in a Rico. You think these niggas give a fuck about your content play, bro? You over here playing games with Loose Cannon. This nigga was talking about Big U your whole life, nigga, for 3, 4, fucking 5 years. He been talking about Big U, nigga. Trying to give a nigga a case. You think we like you now? Are you dumb or you dumb? Make up. Use your head. If I just told you that, use your head. Who the fuck you think they love? Big U or Brick Baby? Who you think they love? Big U or loose cannon? I'm talking about all these people right here. Them people that's wearing blue. Think about it. In a bad situation, son. In a bad situation. Yeah. Even if you content playing, nobody cares. You just acting like you cool with this nigga is alone enough, right? Let's think about this. Think about it. Think about it, bro. This is what happened, son. This is what happened. I heard Brick Baby was never banged up with Loose Cannon. He was never in the cell with him. Ever. That nigga Loose Cannon cellmate is a white boy with a mohawk. And I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how he's doing it. And I'm not taking away from white people. I came from London as well. Real gangster white people. Niggas that do you straight. Shit changed my mind on a lot of white people too. Even though I've never looked at racism like that. I've been cool with white niggas here in America that do it. But when I went to England, I met some white niggas. I swear to God, nigga, I look at white niggas that's different. For the rest of my life, I look at them niggas different. Anyway, right, boom. Listen. Just because you got the mohawk, though. Every day I'm stressing I'm in jail and I'm waking up to see you with a mohawk, I just bust you in your mohawk, son. I want to see red marks on the side of that shit, so it'll make me feel better. Or you might want to grow it out now and cover up them red marks after I bust you in your fucking side of your mohawk, bro. Because I don't want to look at a mohawk all day. You know what I mean? Sorry, bro. Certain shit just bother you when you're in jail, bro. Things that you don't care about in the real world, nigga, you just get you pissed the fuck off in jail. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna fix this nigga real quick, man. He ain't do shit to you. You're like, yo, fuck goddamn, man. You're like, yo, fuck, nigga. Jail, do it to you, bro. Jail will get anybody on their big Yusufa box. It'll get you in your Yusufa bag, son. All right, so we ain't judging Big U, allegedly. That's my big Jew joke. Yo, Big U, don't send them peoples at my head, homie. Don't send your cousins at me, Big U. Don't send your cousins, man. Word, bro. It's crazy, though, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy, 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 man. Yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. Everybody in the building, make sure y'all subscribe to the Chitty Daniel, man. After this live, I'm going to be doing a screen share, so I'm going to bring up the shares and screen share to some shit to y'all, so we're going to go into it, you know what I mean? I ain't been live in like a day or two, right? So I felt I'd just go live real quick and vibe with y'all, and then now I'm going to do a stream, an actual podcast, and screen some shit to y'all, too, so. But we need to see, you know what I mean? Even the Ladell, I want us to see that. There's a couple of things I want to put on the board, and when I mean put them on the board, I'm putting them on the board, period. But I'm also putting them on the board on the channel. So when I go into further breakdowns about them, people already know they're on the board. They could be expecting it to be coming. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Yeah, man. That's what you know. Everybody subscribe to the channel that's not subscribed. Everybody hit the poll on my great granny's soul, y'all. Straight up. And for everybody that's watching this video that the poll's gonna be going is, do you think that Wack is CS2 back, bro? Great. Do you think Wack CS2, homie? That's the poll. So if you're watching this tomorrow, 1,000 years from now, I don't care. Get your ass in the poll too and ask me, do you think Wack is working with them peeps? Hit the poll on Granny's soul, nigga. R.I.P. to Jack 5 father, bro. R.I.P. to his father, man. I seen how he had passed away. You know what I mean? Nasty work, a little situation that I seen. I mean, I don't know if I know it in all specificity, but I will just say R.I.P. to that brother. He lost his life. I think it was on Jack 5's birthday or some shit like that, too, which is even crazier. You know, they was chilling, and then somebody, this is what they say. He got into an altercation with not somebody that was there, because he was there with his son and his son's peoples. I guess somebody that was in the neighborhood running around. I think he was drunk or bugging. This is what they say. I don't know. But however the altercation ensued, I think that he was stabbed. I think in his groin area. He was stabbed in his groin area. He passed away, bro. Real shit, man. That's sad, bro. I'm gonna say most definitely R.I.P. to Jack 5 Father, man. You know what I'm saying? That's nasty work. Straight up. Boom in heaven, man. Boom in peace, man. Boom easy, y'all.
Catch a mistake. Young niggas wasn't in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. We're in the school, laying in bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump on support you to film niggas. You was in the house, I'm a feel nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, Hit a kilo, they'll kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. G49, I stand Brenner. Beat the box with my bandana. Then I dip set like I'm Santana. I'm in UK like that Montana. She bring me money, you press her. You got a trigger Vanessa. I give a dick that'll change your life. You leave a change on the dresser. Shorty, you're ready. That pussy ready, get ready. Don't wanna get ahead of myself, but I want the head for the Getty. She said she fuck with the Uber.
Everybody subscribe to the channel. Everybody subscribe. Make sure y'all dropping likes. Make sure y'all sharing the videos. But make sure you hit notifications. Straight.